So I want to talk about Battlefield 6. This game's releasing in October, I think October 10th, and they're having some open betas this month. The first open beta will be the 7th, actually, August 7th to 8th, but that's only for the early access people. You can get early access by watching specific Twitch streamers for the Twitch drops, or you have access to Battlefield Labs and whatever you do over there. I don't have it, not sure how you access that. But that's for August 7th to 8th. And there are 2 weekends where it's open beta for everyone. So this weekend, August 9 to 10, and then August 14 to 17 will be available for everyone to play. So definitely look forward to it. I think right now on Steam, you can pre-download the open beta right now. So feel free to do that. With that in mind, let's go over some things I found interesting when I was researching this. So first off, Battlefield 6 is said to be a successor to Battlefield 3 and 4 with a little bit of Bad Company in it. I think my first experience with Battlefield was Bad Company 2. Love that game. But every Battlefield after, I couldn't... it just didn't feel that great to me, but I'm glad they're going back a little bit in the roots, so I'm very excited to try it out. Next thing, destruction is deterministic rather than random. What does that mean? It means every time you say you destroy a wall, it's going to break apart in the same way. I see good and bad with this. The good part is this will allow you to level up, per se, your geography skills in the game. So experience-wise, for example, you're running through a map and you notice a wall and you remember this wall falls apart in a certain way that gives you specific amounts of cover in a certain area. And this will repeat with every different map, every new game. This wall will fall apart the same way. So you know for sure this wall is going to give you the cover you need. This is very good for a person to master over time, like playing any other competitive game, which I think is pretty cool. The downside is you lose the randomness of the destructibility. So if you're running through a building and you plan to blow it up in a certain way, and if it's deterministic already, you won't really get the effect that you wanted. But it really depends on how big this destruction will be, so hopefully it won't be too jarring if you're, say, trying to just punch a hole through the wall, but instead it breaks down the whole wall in the building. That would be kind of a shame. So I'm really excited to try it out and see how this affects gameplay with destruction and everything. Next on the list, classes are back with open weapons. No one liked that. Everyone hated the fact that you can have any weapon on any class, because you could basically find the meta weapon and just have that with any class, and I think people had an issue with that. I think it's best if we wait until release, or at least the end of the beta, to get everyone's full thoughts on this. It really depends on how distinct the class abilities will be, so we'll have to see. Then we have vehicle mobility. Kind of funny. There are hooks on the back of tanks now that you can grab on, and 2 people can ride on the back of tanks, increasing the amount of mobility you can have on the field, which is neat. I wonder how many vehicles will have this ability, but that's cool. Next, you can drag your friends, and while you're dragging them, they can shoot people at the same time. You can also go prone, lay on your back, and crawl backwards while shooting. That's cool. There's also the Battlefield Portal experience. So you can make your own map, and you could make your own mini games as well, apparently. That's very good. This will extend the amount of time that people will be in this game, which is always a good thing. There will be 9 maps at launch, and there's a lot of game modes coming, especially a new one called Escalation, where apparently it's like a game of domination. The capture point will disappear over time, so it forces people to group up in one little area. So I'm curious to see how chaotic this will get, but it sounds pretty fun to me. And 7 game modes is kind of insane. But I think that's all I have for now. I am definitely gonna be playing the open beta. I'll make another video on that, on my thoughts of and impressions of the open beta whenever it comes out. But in the meantime, let me know if you guys are playing this game. Are you looking forward to it? Let me know down in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.